Hello everyone, this is another class. We continue our lessons of the application of integration. That this one gonna be the section of phi area also, but now gonna be between a curve and the y-axis. A curve and the y-axis here. Before we find, we integrate according the y to the x, right, respect to the x right now, because in the previous example we find area on the x-axis now become y-axis. So the area bounded for this one, if area between a curve and the y-axis is the area bounded by the curve x equal to hy. You see now we before we use like a y equal to f of x, correct? And then we integrate dy, right? Integrate the function y respect to x. That means x-axis, but now become y. So this time going to be x equal to hy, and the y-axis and the line y equal to a and y equal to b is given by this. You see the graph. Now this function, right, is x equal to hy. Now respect to y now. From we can define this area. For example, this yellow color here, the highlight here, the shaded area of the yellow color here. Assume we say this is A. So we're gonna find this area, the yellow area, from where? From A to B, which is respect to y-axis. Right now, happen on the y-axis. Okay, so we're gonna have this formula. So then we integrate this one. So from this graph, from this, if you want to find the area between the curve and the y-axis, so final A area, right, gonna be equal integrate x dy. Okay, before we integrate x to dy, right? Now dx that now become dy from A to B. See this one, right? Then now this one dy, now not dx. So this can have restriction or say also, where x much greater than equal to 0. Okay, for any y less than or equal to b or greater than a or equal to a. There's a boundary from A to B. There's a definition of the area between a curve and the y-axis happen on the y-axis. Okay. Now there's a definition when find the area, a curve and the y-axis. Now we see example. Okay, see the example. How is it? I will give you about couple of examples. First one say the diagram shows the shaded regions A and B enclosed by the curve. This one, this curve, because equal to x equal to y 2 minus y and the y-axis. Now in the y-axis, find the area of each of this region. That means we have to find the area of the area A, the yellow color here, the painting, the shaded here, and the purple part, the area of B. Okay, so now we find the area A first. Okay, so this one can say this from where? From the first one, from 0 to 2. Okay, so area, now we find area A, right? Area A equal to integrate this one x, right? X dy. Okay, from 0 to 2. Okay, so this one equal to x equal to this one. So you simplify that, become y 2 minus y dy. Okay, right now dy. Okay, dy not dx. Come back to this from 0 to 2. So this one we can simplify first, right, before do the integration. So expand it become 2y minus y square. The whole thing. This one must like bracket. Okay, most of you did not like the bracket down here. If you like without the bracket, it's wrong. Because integrate only this one. Okay, so then have to write the bracket down. So become 2y minus y square, and then we can start to do integration. So this one become 2y, y power 1, so become 2 over 2. And then minus y, 2 power 2 plus 1 become 3 over 3 here. From where to? From 0 to 2. Okay, now simplify. Cut, become y square minus y cube over 3 from 0 to 2. Then we replace the value of y, right? Start from destination first, and then minus the original point. So we're gonna have this one gonna be replace y with 2, become 2, become 4, minus replace y, okay, like step by step, become 2 power 3, right? Minus 2 power, this one power 2, and this one 2 power 3 over 3. This one, and then minus, see, this one becomes 0, the second one becomes 0 over 3, so the last one becomes 0. So you just simplify the first bracket here. 2 power 2 become 4, 4 minus 2 power 8. 2 become 8 over 3. Okay, so become 12, 12, take it out, 8, we left 4, right? Over 3. So this is the answer, square units. So that's the area of area A equal to this one. That's the final answer for the yellow color here. The yellow area yellow, the area A here. Okay. Now we do next for the B, the area B. Area B. This one, don't forget, this part, this area B is below x-axis. So this area should be negative, right? From last class, the example, and I used to explain that. So now we find area B. So integrate from where? From 0 to -1. This is a -1. Okay. So that means from negative to 0, not 0 to -1. So integrate -1 to 0. And then x dy, but this below x-axis, then x should be negative. Okay. So now replace x is, we know here x is what? Just like minus here, 2y minus y square dy, -1 to 0. So simplify the sign, become integrate -1 to 0. This one gonna be plus, yeah, plus y square, and then -2y. Again, like bracket down, dy. Then we start to integrate, become y power 3 over 3 minus 2y 2 over 2 from -1 to 0. Then simplify, after this, substitute 0 to this. So the first term becomes 0, minus, replace -1 to the y. So -1 replace y here, become -1 over 3. And then these two cut, right? So replace -1 in y here, y square become plus, so this one become -1. And then become simplify, become minus become plus 1 over 3 plus 1. So 4 become 5 over 3. Should be this plus minus 5 over 3, where I'm wrong here. 0, 1. This one plus 1/4 and then plus, oh yeah, become correct already. 4 become 4/3 square unit. Okay, so they have the same answer. Okay, now this is the area B. Area B. Okay, so now go next example. Another one, calculate the area of shaded region shown on the below. Okay, now this is a function y equal to ax squared. This one is the general function, right? Because y equal to x. So we can integrate y, integrate y right away for here. But the problem is the graph, you see the picture, give us according the y-axis. Okay, according the y-axis. So before we can integrate this function, we should change to be the value of x first, and then we just integrate according dy. Because right now, the boundary or the area we want is happen on the y-axis from 1 to 4. So from the question, y equal to 4x squared here, we find x first, what x equal to in terms of y. So then x squared equal to y over 4. So this power 2, so we find only 1x. So because power even, so don't forget this one. Should have plus minus, okay? Plus minus, then this one gonna be square root y over 4. Okay, so then we have plus minus square root y over 2, right? Over 2 here. But then the graph happen on above x-axis. This is the x, the graph happen is the x greater than, right? Greater than 0. So greater than equal to 0. So then this one you can see this, we should take only the positive to work on. So in this case, we have x equal to square root y over 2. We get this function. Or this one you can simplify, become y 1 over 2 over 2. Okay. Now we can start to integrate this to find this area according this picture. Okay. Now integrate. Now we see, maybe I assign this one as the area, name it A. Okay, so become find the area A equal to integrate from where this is a 1. Okay, this is a 1 from 1 to 4 of x dy. Don't forget right now this one is dy, because from 1 to 4 here. Okay, this one I really like it. Maybe less. Okay, so this gonna be replace x because x equal to this one. So integrate 1 to 4. X is a y power half over 2 dy. Okay, so integrate this one gonna be 1 over 2 out, and then this one gonna be y power half plus 1 become 3 over 2. 3 over 2. And then over 3 over 2. And the whole thing. From where? From 1 to 4. Now we can simplify inside first. This one gonna be 1 over 2, and then can write it down, become the big bracket here. So replace 4 to y, become 4 power 3 over 2. over 3 over 2. And then minus 1 power 3 over 2 over 3 over 2. Then we have 2 outside. This one 3, 4, 3 over 2, so become 2 power 2 cut, so 2 become 8, right? This one become 8. At the top become 8 and time, sorry, time this reciprocal, time 2 over 3. Minus this one 1 power 3 over 2 still the same. So reciprocal, this one become 2 over 3. And then simplify this one equal to 1 over 2. Then we can take the common factor 1 over 3 out, right? So inside left 16 minus 2. So we have 1 over 6 times 14. So what we left? 7 over 3. So become 3 1 over 6. I mean 2 1 over 3. That's all. This is for question. For the final answer. Okay, these are for final answers. Okay, I think that's all for the example when talk about the area between a curve and the y-axis. Okay, and then I'm gonna give you some questions for practice according this example. Okay, I think that's all for today. Thank you. Bye-bye.